Whoa. Hey. Let me turn that environment off. How are you? Hello, world. Hello, world. Hello, world. This is your boy, Spatial K. Uh, this is just a public service announcement. I am looking for developers to try out apps for. I've had my Vision Pro for. What are we going on now? I think it's been 2 months today. So, yeah, there's a real scarcity when it comes to finding out about apps, at least on my end. I usually use Reddit um, and word of mouth, but I think it'd be really cool if there's a central location where um, app developers and the users of these apps can come together and have a space to collaborate and talk about the ideas of how they want to improve things. But the future. So if you're interested, that's what this channel is about, telling stories. You're a developer, you're a user, you're a storyteller, you're a pioneer in your industry. You want to have your story told. Let's do that. I actually have a story to tell today. So I'm going to go out here where I normally think at. There's bird poop aplenty because the birds poop out here like there's nobody's business. But, yeah. Let me just get out here real quick. And I'll be fine. I won't die. Oh, look at that. I forgot that was there. Oh, look who it is. Little me. So yeah, oops, dropped my battery. I just wanted to showcase some cool stuff. I was talking to my grandmother, and was telling her about the Vision Pro. This woman is 85 years old and is not technologically savvy at all. Like when I say I tried to send her a text message for her to open during the call, yeah, she wasn't having that. So I explained it the best way I could for someone that's not into technology, like I'm sure you are, whoever's watching this. And yeah, so I just really wanted to take a moment and appreciate all the developers for, for all the beautiful apps that you've developed. Like, I have folders upon folders upon folders of stuff. Oops. It's hard to get out of there. Let's try this. No. Okay, this is gonna get edited out. There we go. But yeah, I have a bunch of apps. And I just am now trying to organize stuff, but all of these apps you see, all these folders of different apps, these are all things that I've yet to fully explore within the Vision Pro because, to be completely honest, I've been worried about development too much to really even consider. You know. Wow, the whole time you're not even recording. It's okay. I just wanted to capture the sunset in spatial. So there's a lot of experimentation going on with this device, correct? Yes, we know. It's a lot of things that a lot of people know. And again, this video is more so devoted to the people that are watching. My little in-space family, you mean the world to me. Hi. And the developers. I've been in talk with, his name is Aaron Brennan, and he's in charge of the Tubular Pro app. So I've been test flighting that, and I want to make a video to let him know like his efforts are not being wasted, that people still use his app, and I appreciate him. This is not a money grab. This is not like, oh, I'll cover your app if you pay me. Like, I would like to work with everybody. People that do Explore POV, if I could have your time. The people that do freaking Stage It, like, as a new developer myself, trying to develop for this thing and starting off, and as I'm sure a lot of people are out there just like looking at this vast landscape of, you know, all that the Vision Pro can do. And it's daunting. There's a lot of information, AI services that help you code aplenty, and it's easy to drown in the information. So I really just want to help people find their way, and if anybody has like anything that they can showcase that could help out anyone to develop for this thing, then that's a huge bonus. I really think we need community. I'm sorry, I have to check to see if this is recording. But yeah, I really think we need community. We need community more than ever in the world because we're so divided, but at least within this technological space, which, you know, whoever's watching this, you may not even be a fan of technology. So there's that. But, you know, this is a pretty cool device. And when it's smaller and cheap enough and affordable for everyone, like cell phones currently are, like they give out cell phones for free. I'm not saying it's the latest iPhone, but still. Why I have this in my hand, there was a new update. 26.3. I tried to make a video earlier, but then my grandmother called. I got interrupted, so I'm just going to do a little something here, and I'll further, you know, go into details about stuff. But I'm on the developer beta. This is the last one that just came out. I think it came out maybe like 2 days ago or so. I'm not sure. I got to be careful to make sure there's no pigeons. You never know with these pigeons. They're freaking out here just like dropping bombs. But yeah, I got this pencil because I am an artist and because I want to start, you know, doing stuff three-dimensionally as opposed to 2D. I've done some sculptural stuff before. I've done some other things, but it'll be interesting. And I know there's quite a few. I have here the studio section. These are a lot of apps that work with the Logitech Muse, and I don't even have a comprehensive list. So as I gain more knowledge about this thing and as time goes on, stay tuned because I will be showcasing how this has evolved. And so far, the way it's evolved is... now, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to pay attention to things. There wasn't any release notes about this or anything, so, you know, I could be entirely incorrect. But spatial accessory, I believe, is not there or was not there before. And if you look at the iPad, that is essentially the same window. Basically, you know, let's turn it on here. You just have to hold the top button. Again, I'm going to do a full kind of review, unboxing thing on this. I just have been trying to test it and use it and live with it. It's a great, wonderful pointer device. If anyone ever wants something outside of a mouse or a trackpad, you can, not connected. What are you doing, man? Having a little difficulties. I don't know why it disconnected. Might have to forget it and add it again. The quirks of freaking day one stuff, man. If you hold both these top two, like this button and this one here, that puts it into pairing mode. So I'm hoping that will do something. But we'll see. I have to forget it. System's been kind of buggy, honestly. And you know, I could do a lot of cuts of stuff, and I could be like filtering stuff out, but I feel like Apple needs to see stuff like this because, you know, there's people using this thing on the regular for stuff. And I shouldn't have to repair my pencil when it was already paired. But, you know, there it is. This is the Logi Options app. Now we'll go through that again when I really detail into this. You just gotta stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff to cover, and it ain't just tech. There's a million and one tech channels you can go to, and for me, that's honestly why I've been like hesitant. If you go back and look at my old videos, this has been in the making for at least like 2 years. So I've been hesitant to do it because I've been waiting for this device, and I finally got this device, and this is what I'm centering around. This is the foundation, like the Vision Pro, but what stories can I tell at large? All right, so if you go to General and you go down to Spatial Accessory, the sun's setting beautifully over there. I gotta go take a walk at some point or go skating, and then freaking, I'll go capture a spatial photo over in the fields, or maybe even like a panorama. I have to get a gimbal and do whatever, but here we get your options. Sorry if I'm rambling and all over the place. I know I should be more focused in like a PowerPoint or, you know, whatever. But again, this is my thing that I'm doing, and I'm trying to figure it out, and I don't have help right now. So if anybody wants to help me, then I'm not opposed to that. All right, so yeah, you have squeeze options, which again, you can use this as a pointer. Just press this button, and it acts like, and again, it removes the finger pinch. Like, you can't use a finger pinch. You can do it over here, but this is now your input device. So you can switch between current, tool, and eraser, and I will open up Freeform so we can just see a little bit of this in action. And I was working on something earlier. Beautiful masterpiece. No, just scribbling around, but you know, whatever option you choose, the squeeze, what I found out, is this back button. They consider that a squeeze. So like the Apple Pencil, you actually squeeze in, is that haptic kind of feedback. This one you push, and it doesn't feel quite like a clicky press as this one. Kind of feels more like a soft button push that, you know, takes a little more force. But I know it's like a contradiction of words, but when you try it, you'll understand. It's like I can click this button and it's a button, but when I click this one, I'm met with resistance, and it doesn't click at all. Like, there's no haptic. So again, show color palette, and that's, if we're in here, excuse me, I'm sorry, done. But yeah, just the press of this button brings up our color palette. I believe you have to be, there's a full review even coming on just basic app like Freeform. Yeah. But you have all these options, and each one of them does something different. Ink attributes, switch between tools. So slowly but surely they're adding functionality to this, because this wasn't a thing before. I remember that you couldn't switch between tools that easily. And then a double tap. And this is the double tap, I'm guessing, is the front button. And for that, I like to keep it, I'll switch between tool and eraser, because you never know. And that goes, hold on, let me just check. Yeah, I have to play around with this more, honestly. The update just came out. I haven't even played around with a lot of these apps, and so I just wanted to highlight and show the tool preview, the shadow, the haptics. Again, the haptics are kind of when you press the button, but also when you bring this closer and you actually go, you see the shadow there, but like you actually go and you see the shadow of the pencil, you know, there, and then you go to make a mark, which, you know, there's the pencil, and then you go to make a mark. It's still kind of buggy, but like, it's about learning where the contact point is, really, because you don't get that, you get feedback from the pencil, but you don't get feedback from, you know, the app itself as if it was a physical object, because it's not. But yeah, it's pretty responsive. And pressure adds a darker line, to so to speak, and lighter pressure. And you see I'm not pressing the button here. because I'm close enough. Now, if I'm further away, /king. I can delete all this nonsense. Big eraser. But you always get that little preview, kind of like the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil Pro, I believe, gives you like tilt and stuff. But you always get this little preview to show you where it is. And it's kind of reminiscent of a mouse. If you ever use a mouse with the Vision Pro, it gives you a little circle. But this is going on a lot longer than I wanted it to. I just wanted to showcase that. That screen mirroring, for anybody that's wondering how that's being achieved. Just my phone down there. Hi, phone. And cars going by, I'm sure everyone's looking at me like I'm a wackadoo. Not only do I have this thing on my face, but yeah. So the last bit of advice I have for any new Vision Pro owners, because that's kind of who this channel is geared towards especially, trying to show off different apps and settings and functionalities that you can do, I would recommend that you go to, let me look for it, Tips, it's called. And this is a standard stock app that is on your Vision Pro from day one. And this is where you will find a bunch of things on just the Vision Pro, but especially the user guide. So from the beginning of this is the Vision Pro and all it does and how you use it to, you know, support and regulatory, laser information, all this FCC stuff. Like, so just really try and dig deep into this when you first get your Vision Pro, because there's a little bit of a learning curve. You know, some of it's familiar because you're used to probably a phone or other interfaces that display digital information. But if you don't know anything about the Vision Pro, the Tips app. Again, Tips, TIPS. And yeah, that's it. More soon. We have the 2-year anniversary of this device coming up, and I am super excited. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store. And I hope that I'm genuinely surprised by some of the stories about other people's lives and things that I get to cover. Definitely more on the way. But only if you guys, only, I'm going to bring this a little bit closer, I'm sorry. Only if you guys, all of you out there in the grand cosmos that are watching this, if you care about collaboration, if you care about advancing the human race, if you care about stories, if you care about technology, if you just care about a different perspective, this is what this device for me offers. A way to not only tell stories, a way to not only interact with people, but to, you know, give some really nice experiences that only this thing can offer. Just show it off to people. But we got a lot of work to do. This ain't it. This is not the future. This is just a taste of it. So again, it was real. It was probably long-winded than most people would have liked. But again, this is not a self-serving thing. Like, I'm not out here just trying to get YouTube royalties, because honestly, I haven't had too much luck with YouTube in the first place. I think they must not like me or something. But no, not that they don't like me. Just the copyright of music and stuff sometimes I got hit with. So I am really focused on development, and I'm learning a lot of things, and I plan on showing you at least some of what I've learned thus far. So stay tuned for that if you're a developer, a new developer. And if you're a well-seasoned developer and I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not learning stuff right, or I'm going to the wrong source for information, let me know. But you know, I'm just trying to do my research and not overwhelm myself. The sun's setting in the sky back there. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try and spatialize it. That phone is currently shooting spatial video, but I really appreciate anyone who subscribed, and I really appreciate anybody who took the time to watch this whole thing. Thank you again to everybody who made this possible. Developers, early adopters, game makers, app converters, engineers, the wonderful team at Apple. Like, it's a feat of human engineering, some of the stuff that we come up with and interact with. And a lot of the technology can melt behind the scenes, and the magic is just forefront. So hopefully I can just peel back the curtain on the magic a little bit and explain it to people like they are 5. Not really 5, but my grandmother and my mom can explain, it can understand what this is and what it does just based off of me telling them and not a demo. But yeah, Apple stores offer a demo of these, at least if you're in the United States. So maybe go book one. But I'm out. Peace. Thanks again.